The guy from New York is still the talk of the town.
Yeah, some breaking news with the Kentucky job. Tomorrow, New York Knicks coach Rick Pitino is expected to reveal his decision on whether or not he's going to take the head coaching job at Kentucky. A close friend of Pitino's, Howard Garfinkel, says he's 99% sure Pitino will take the job. Meanwhile, Kentucky Athletic Director C.M. Newton is in Destin, Florida for the Southeastern Conference spring meeting. Newton says he won't do anything about Kentucky's basketball job until Pitino makes his announcements. This just in, the Courier-Journal reports that Pitino has informally agreed to become Kentucky's new coach. The newspaper said its report was based on two unidentified sources. Pitino could not be reached for comment. The Detroit Pistons went into the Chicago Stadium today trailing the Bulls 2-1. But the Motor City Bad Boys turned up the defensive heat, and the best-of-7 series is now tied at 2 apiece. Isaiah Thomas showed the way for Detroit, scoring 27 points, dishing off for 6 assists. Chicago's main man, Michael Jordan, was held to only 23 points today, far from his playoff average of 37. The Bulls closed to 64-62 in the final quarter before the Pistons went on a 15-7 run to take control. Detroit wins it by the final of 86-80. The best-of-7 series now moves to Detroit for Game 5 on Wednesday. The winner will face the Los Angeles Lakers in the NBA Finals. The career of one of baseball's top all-time players has ended. Mike Schmidt, who pounded out 548 home runs and won 3 MVP awards for the Philadelphia Phillies, announced his retirement before this evening's game in San Diego. The 39-year-old Schmidt set National League records by leading the league in home runs 8 times and by winning 10 Golden Gloves at third base. This may be one Memorial Day Cincinnati Red fans would like soon to forget. The Redlegs, tied with San Francisco for the #1 spot in the NL West, lost some of their footing today. The Pirates pounded the Reds. Here, Barry Bonds cracks out a 2-run homer to give Pitt a 4-0 lead. The Reds' third baseman Chris Sabo hit the showers early today after throwing a box of sunflower seeds on the field from the dugout, upset about being called out at first. The Pirates went on to rout the Reds 12-3. To Atlanta, where the Braves were hosting the Cubs. In the 4th inning, Dale Murphy singles to right field. Jeff Treadway motors home to give Atlanta a 1-0 lead. The Braves got all 3 of their hits and both of their runs in the 4th inning. Here, Evans singles off of Mark Grace's glove at first, and Murphy comes in from second as Atlanta wins it 2-1. To the scoreboard, there you have the Atlanta over Cubs and Pittsburgh over Cincinnati. San Fran gets by New York by 1. The Astros chalked up their 4th straight victory, edging the Cardinals 3-2. Now in the 8th, Montreal and LA tied at 2-all. And in the 6th, San Diego won up on Philly. In the American League, New York's 3-game losing streak ended with a 6-3 victory over Seattle. The Indians over Toronto 5-3. Matt Noakes cracked out a grand slam for Detroit to lift the Tigers over Chicago 4-2. Behind an 18-hit attack, the Angels clobbered Milwaukee 12-3. In the 8th, Baltimore shutting out Texas 6-0. It took 10 innings, but the Red Sox got by the Athletics by 1. And Kansas City battered Minnesota's Frank Viola for 7 runs in 5 innings as the Royals went on to win it 7-1. The state high school golf tournament gets underway this week at the Lincoln Trails course in Vine Grove. Coming off a big win at the regional tourney last week, Bowling Green High has some momentum going for them as they prepare for state. The Purples came within a whisker of bringing home the first-place trophy last year, but they're playing well enough to win it all this year.
Last year, we lost the state championship in a sudden death playoff. We tied with Trinity High School, and they have most of their players back. They just lost 1 player like we've lost 1 player. So there would be our primary competition. About all we can do is, worry about ourselves. And we're playing good right now, and another team is going to play real good to beat us.
There's so many good teams in the northern part of the state. That's where the best teams come from. And we know that what we have to shoot, and we know how we have to play as a team. And we know what we can do.
Bowling Green's Fab Four of Zoller, Brandon Neal, Stephen Renfro, and P.J. McDougal combined for a score of 300 to win the regional. And if they play that kind of golf Wednesday and Thursday, they will probably win the title. Running down first-round action of the French Open tennis championships in Paris, France, defending champ Steffi Graf took care of American Camille Benjamin in straight sets, 6-1, 6-1, to advance to the second round. Second seed Gabriela Sabatini and Zina Garrison also advanced to the second round today. On the men's side of the net, Tim Mayotte, Jimmy Connors, and Aaron Krickstein paved the way for the Americans, who are trying to win a singles title in Paris for the first time since 1955. Other victories went to Stefan Enberg and Mats Wilander. To some local tennis action, the Castronaut Tennis Classic came to an end today. The singles tournament had over 120 entrants from all over the region this year. In the men's open division, Matt Fones knocked off David Compton of Bowling Green to take the top title. Other winners include Mark Black taking Division II honors. In Division III, Mark Embry of Morgantown was the winner. Kenny Hurt of Campbellsville was the Division IV champ, and Ed Matthews of Bowling Green was the Division V winner. On the women's side of the net, Echo Moore defeated Rita Brown to take top honors. Other winners include Deborah Bunch of Glasgow in Division IV. Kendra Howell of Bowling Green was the Division III winner, and Susan Bryant came away as the Division II champ.
Can't help it, my mind's still on baseball. I've heard of people beating up umpires and cussing out catchers, but I've never heard of anyone mad enough to throw a box of sunflower seeds out on the field.
That was interesting, wasn't it?
Looked like it. Thanks, Bill. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
With highs about 92 degrees.
Head back to work. We're already at work.
Well, I know, but some of us have
Some
to wake up.
people had the day
I
off.
have to wake up early in the morning.
Okay, thanks, Chris. That's our report for tonight. Thanks for joining us. Nightline is next. Good night.
The vast majority of West cash back.
Testing, okay. Coach Spillman, first of all, let me congratulate you, region champs. Pretty much expected, I guess, but how do you feel about it?
Well, thank you very much, Kent. You know, a lot of times when you expect it, that makes it the hardest thing to do. Of course, we were the favorite coming in, and it puts a lot of pressure on us, but the kids just played real well. 300 score is the best tournament score we've had all year, and it came at the most important time.
And you really obliterated the rest of the field. Second place was, I think, 18 strokes behind?
That's correct. Glasgow finished with 318.
So that's an impressive win and a nice stepping stone to your next tournament about a week and a half from now.
Right. Hopefully that gives us some momentum going to the state tournament. We're really playing well right now. Just hope we can keep it going.
How does that score compare to some of the other good teams around the state? Well, if you shoot a 300 at state, will that win the championship for you?
It'll probably take that, or maybe better. The site of the state tournament is not the most difficult course in the state. It plays fairly easy in comparison with some other courses, and last year we shot like a 610 total for 2 days. That's like averaging 305. So it's going to take a low 300 number or possibly under 300 each day to win up there.
And that's at Vine Grove?
That's at Vine Grove, Lincoln Trail Golf Course.
Is that where it was last year?
Yes, that's where it was last year. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any surprises individually? Your sophomore, Jeb Zoller, is out there on the playoff right now. He had obviously an outstanding round in the playoff for medalist.
Well, it really doesn't surprise me that any of my kids are in that position. Jeb finished second in the regional tournament last year, and he's been playing real well. And of course, the other kids, we had 2 75s and a 76, so they weren't far behind. Any of those kids can be the medalist. That's what makes us strong, is our team depth.
Now, you've seen some of the competition from around the state in some of your other tournaments. Who do you expect to be the chief competition up at Vine Grove?
Of course, last year we lost the state championship in a sudden death playoff. We tied with Trinity High School, and they have most of their players back. They just lost one player like we've lost one player. So there would be our primary competition. Plus, around the state, you have Western Hills, who had the individual state champion last year, and they beat us in a tournament earlier this year. They shot a 299, and we had a 301, so they're certainly capable of playing well. Boyd County in that tournament had a 302. Henry Clay finished second in our tournament here, so those may be among the top teams.
But you feel obviously you feel pretty good about the way you've played and the way you're going into that tournament with this momentum off a big region win.
We sure do. About all we can do is worry about ourselves, and we're playing good right now, and another team is going to play real good to beat us.
What's your schedule going to be in the next week and a half as you get ready to go up there?
We'll probably go up sometime this week. It's a public course, so we can go up there and pay greens fees and play, and then the tournament is next Wednesday and Thursday. So Tuesday is a practice round. All the teams can come in and practice in. So we'll probably go up there some this week, and then we'll work hard here on the weekend, then go back up Tuesday.
So you're not going to have them playing 36 holes every day until then, are you?
No, not at all.
Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Okay.
Appreciate it. Okay. Jeb Zoller. How do you spell your last name?
Z-O-L-L-E-R.
Okay, I had it right. Well, let me first of all congratulate you on winning the medalist and your team coming in first. It's been a good day for Bowling Green, hasn't it?
Sure has. Well, we really wanted to win this one for our seniors because we have a lot of seniors that could play number 1 or number 2 any place in the region, but they stayed with us, and we're kind of glad that they hung around.
No doubt about it. You guys had a awfully well-balanced foursome out there today. 74, 75, 75, 76, so that's probably what won you the region championship.
We're consistent. That's what I think our team really needs, and I think that's what we need to win the state title. And now that we've got past this stage of the tournament, I know that we'll do well in state because we've shown it.
Tell me about that playoff. You won with a par, I guess. What happened to Brian?
I think the main thing is he got in the rough, and if you get it in the rough here at Indian Hills, you know you're in danger, and I try to stay out of it.
And so was your par pretty routine, or did you have to scramble a little bit, or how'd you wind up with the par?
I had a drive to the right, but I had to punch it out from under a tree, but it was an easy punch, so I just laid up in front of the green, and it was an easy chip and left me with an easy putt.
Congratulations again. And what about state now? Is this winning the region by 18 strokes? It's kind of gives you some momentum, I would think, for going to state next week.
It's good, but there's so many good teams in the northern part of the state. That's where the best teams come from, and we know that what we have to shoot, and we know how we have to play as a team, and we know we can do it.
Trinity will be tough again this year.
They're always tough. I don't really like to talk about that, but we will see them again this year, and
no doubt about it.
We'll give them a run, I'm sure.
Do you think a 300 would win the state tournament this year?
If we have 2 300s?
Yeah, 600.
Yes, we will.
That
would probably win it. I'd say that will be running for first and second. Then you're probably looking at another tie right there if you hit it.
All right, Jeff. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck up there.